Alright, just out here enjoying San Jose nightlife, as in walking in the cutties in the dark by myself. But I figured I'd do an episode real quick, and this one's gonna be about AIO, all-in-one toolbox. It's one of my favorites. The whole ideology behind AIO is you don't need 20 million apps to do so many functions. I mean, I have lots of apps, of course, naturally. But one of the ways that I can have that is by getting rid of the apps that really only do one thing and take up a lot of space. AIO does not take up much space at all. The whole ideology is to take up as little space as possible while doing the most functions as possible. So anything from cleaning your phone, boosting it, which I don't usually boost because it can be bad for your phone. But this app's pretty good with that. Cleaning it, app manager, CPU cooler, and you got all these little plugins that are quick downloads and very small. So that way you can do all those things that most apps you download to do that, and it'll be stocked full of ads and take up a lot of space. So the whole idea is to not have to put up with that. There are ads in AIO, of course, not many. And let's see, you could get the paid feature, get rid of them all. But I love it because it does just about everything that I need to maintain my phone speed and phone health. So, like, let's say, just boost it again. To go through all my apps. Oh, this is a boot speed up. In boot speed up, what it is when you first start your phone, it'll automatically turn on a lot of apps. Now, that can mean that when you first start your phone, you're waiting around like 10 minutes just to text somebody, So you turn them off, disable it. Hell, I got all my user apps disabled, but you can even disable your system apps, which I don't fully recommend, but if you feel like it. And of course, it's a lot of other functions. Easy swipe. I love easy swipe. I use it all the time. And it's it's one of the best things I could say that anybody could have. It's basically like a floating widget. And what it is, I put it to be on my right side. Here, let me walk away from the traffic real quick so it's not too loud. And it pops out like that when I swipe from the bottom right. And you can set whatever apps you want to it. You could go to recent apps to see, what you just went through. Or you could go to the toolbox where I assigned all my AIO tools and plugins that are good functionalities. Right on. So, like, if I really want to get to something easily, like LastPass, I could just swipe really quick, press it, boom. And by the way, yes, I would, of course. So, comes in handy. If I want to clip something to the web real quick, if I want to check out my calendar, if I want to use wrap up, which is awesome too, I'll get to that another time. or calculator, whatnot, whatever. Or maybe I just want to get rid of one of these. Calculator, I don't need that. Let's just put something else. No, I mean, for me, it takes a while. I've got a lot of apps. Let's see. Well, I want it to have function and not be something I've already set up easily. Buffer's nice. Buffer in the top right, that lets you post one single post to almost any social media site you have all together. Like you can post that one post through multiple. Let's see. Let's do Drive. I use Drive a lot. Google is my friend. Google is your friend. Love Google. Right. Now let's check out some of these guys. These are the plugins and tools and whatnot that AIO lets you download. They take up very little space. Flashlight one, that's great. Easy to access. Game Booster, I think everybody knows what that is. But if you don't, that'll let you select an app and boost it. Like basically have it so that way it closes off all the other apps and lets you use that one single app to take up more of the ROM. Then you have, I don't even know what this is actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, sensor box plugin. All the little cool sensors and whatnot. This guy, gyroscope sensor. So cool. I don't know what practical use I'd ever have for that, but if I ever needed it, I got it. Light sensor, just in case. I don't know how bright it is. I love those magnetic sensors though. These are cool. I mean, you've probably seen those apps for like, oh, see if there's ghosts. Spirit sensor. Yeah, whatever. But like, basically, these are cool. And it's kind of scary too sometimes. Like if you put it right next to a microwave, when you got the microwave on, thing goes off the chart. Kind of makes you realize how far those EMF radio waves really go. Right now we're baselining at 50, which is something. 50 something valued. And and that's probably bad because I live in a very crowded, compact city. San Jose has over 1 million people, and I'm sure there's a lot of Wi-Fi going through us right now. That's fun. In the case, there's some of the tools. And let's go back. AIO. Oh, let's just exit out. This one again. That little guy right here. That's the widget I set up. Pretty handy. 82% is how much memory my phone is, well, how much ROM space my phone is using. And then let's go to the main app. Right. My medals. I got one. Heck yeah. And app manager. Great thing. Great thing. Look at that down there. System app uninstall. Yeah. Uninstall your system apps. I don't recommend that, but I mean if you know you don't need the thing and you know it's not integrated into any other programming in your phone or app, I'd say go for it. You know, I've uninstalled an app or two that was built in. So let's go to App Manager. Check it out. Right here. This is a good one. You can move your apps to your SD card even though usually you can't. You know, which is a saver, a lifesaver. If you got a big old SD card, I got a pretty big one, and you want to get rid of the space on your internal memory drive, you can just transfer those system apps even over to your SD card. Now, I'll be honest here, it doesn't let you do every system app, which is a good thing. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to. Just in case you didn't know what you were doing, that could really fuck up your whole phone. But it comes in handy. APK, you can download the APK files from your apps and then back it up, which is a great thing to do. Most things, so that's the thing, if you have an account with an app, let's say you save the file, whoop-de-whoop, then, sorry, just looking at the stars real quick. Then you delete the app and you download it again later on. Well, chances are you just wiped out everything that has to do with everything that you really need for it. So I don't suggest that. What you want to do is you want to back it up, back it all up, store it as an APK file, and store it on Drive. Google Drive is the best thing that ever happened to you. And this way, you can just go right back to it. You can download the app to your phone, upload it, boom, blam, blah. Perfect. I think that's long enough for this episode, but I'm going to go on a mission. I'm trying to hike up to this hill that I used to go visit when I was a kid. But I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.